Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto amekataa kuongea. William Samoei Ruto does not talk when they have crisis in the country. Wakati ambapo taifa linapitia majanga ya kila aina, William Samoei Ruto amenyamaza tu kama maji yaliyo ndani ya mtungi. Hasemi chochote. Maoni yake hayajulikani. Hatoi mwelekeo, ni kunyamaza tu. This country has been living in deaths. Vifo ambavyo vinatokana na ajali za barabarani. We have lost hundreds of people. The president is not talking. The president is not saying anything. We have had fake fertilizer during the planting season, and the president is quiet. By the way, hata yale mambo ya Shakahola, William Samoei Ruto hajawahi kusema lolote, hajawahi hata kwenda kujionea the massacre that was done by a man who is already in police custody. There are so many things that William Samoei Ruto ameamua kunyamaza, na tulikuwa tunatarajia kwamba labda angetoa maoni yake, labda angetoa mwelekeo, labda angesema hivi na hivi ili tujue why what should be done. When you look at even the doctors, and I give a video about that, we have a crisis in the health sector. William Samoei Ruto is not saying anything. We have only seen the clueless Susan Nakumicha trying to put on off the fire. Jambo ambalo limemshida kabisa. William is not talking. Sio hayo tu. Even when the schools closed early, William Samoei Ruto hakusema lolote. Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto only talk about taxes. He talks about taxes. He talked about hii mambo ya insurance, and hayo ndio mambo ambayo anazungumzia mara nyingi. Utamwona labda akizungumzia labda wakati mwingine mikopo, akienda kutafuta mikopo. But one question that William Samoei Ruto need to answer, because he is the head of state, he is the head of government, he is the father of the nation, a symbol of national unity, and he is a spokesman person both locally and internationally. That is the mandate of the president, na mengi ambayo yapo pale kwenye katiba. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at just 6 reasons why, in my view, William Samoei Ruto opts to keep quiet during crisis. Number 1, in my view, is lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in the shoes of somebody else. You walk in those shoes, you feel the pain. You see, when somebody lacks that empathy, because that's a virtue, by the way. Empathy is a virtue, and any counselor will tell you that empathy is very, very important. So a leader should have empathy. But when he lacks this, I think utaona mambo mengi yakitokea bila kusema. Utaona wagonjwa wakitoka hapa wanaenda, because you see what we have seen. You have seen people transferring patients from one hospital to the other. Kule wanakataliwa, wengine wanafia jiani, wengine wanarudi nyumbani. So when that sense of empathy is not there, then things will even get worse. When you see people losing their loved ones, including students, by the way, and the president is talking, then the government generally, most of these leaders don't have empathy. Nafikiri kama ni Raila angezungumza mara ngapi? Kama ni Raila, unajua one thing I like about Raila, kama ni yeye, I can tell you, mtu kama Kipchumba Murkomen angekuwa amefutwa kazi, na the transport sector could have been streamlined. Number 2, in my view, if you look at William Samoei Ruto use what I call the ostrich mentality. Boni akiona wakati ambapo moto umezuka kule jagwani, kile ambacho wanafanya ni kufunika kichwa chake kidogo mchagani, ili moto uende, uchome uende zake na aachwe pale. That is what we call the ostrich mentality. When you look at William Samoei Ruto anagojea tu mambo yaendelee, moto wake, ajali ziendelee, and things are going to solve themselves. Even the doctor strikes, the strike is going to solve itself. That is what we call ostrich mentality. There are those people who like to run away from the problems instead of solving the problems, and that is what we call the ostrich style of leadership. Number 3, in my view, I think William Samoei Ruto has seen a lot, especially death. Ameona mengi na unajua mtu akiona mambo fulani aone kwa wiki sana, anaona kama ni ya kawaida tu. If somebody is so rich, for example, he has seen billions. Sasa hata akiona shilingi 1000 haoni kama ni pesa, haoni. That sense is not fair. So William Samoei Ruto witnessed people dying in the Rift Valley, where in 2007, and people were butchered. Kina mama ambao walikuwa wajawazito, vile vijusi, yani watoto, the fetus, were removed from their uterus wakiwa wamesimama. Wengine walikuwa wanapigwa mishale. So I think William Samoei Ruto, the post-election violence could have hardened his heart. Kwa sababu tunajua there was a lot of death in the Rift Valley, and William Samoei Ruto was in the thick of things. The fact also that he was there during the YK92, wakati ambapo Arap Moi alikuwa anapambana na wana mapinduzi, wana vuguvugu, akina James Orengo na wengine. Unajua kuna watu wengi ambao waliuawa. The thing could actually harden the heart, and that is Pharaonism. Kule na moyo, ukuwa na moyo wa Firauni, na msishagae na ya Firauni, kwa sababu Musa apo na Musa is coming. The other thing is that there is something that is about personality. Those people who don't react when things are elephant, those people who will just remain quiet when they're supposed to remain to talk and give directions, is because they have what we call super ego, weak super ego. You know, for those of you who have studied psychology, they will tell you that that part is very, very important, because it is the one that guides the ego and the id. The id is the lowest part. Kama vile unaona mtoto akifanya, everything is about the child, it's about me, food, about me, kila kitu ni changu. Then the ego is that part now that deals with maybe logic, but the super ego deals with the morals. So when somebody has a weak super ego, that person is not likely to empathize with Kenyans. That person anaona tu mambo ni kama ya kawaida tu kwake. And because William Samoei Ruto has reached the apex as far the Abraham Maslow's of need. Again, those who have studied psychology, remember that triangle about the needs. Pale chini, chakula, nini, hivi. Mpaka sasa, because he's now at his self-actualization stage. So he believes that nobody can actually ask him questions. The other one is that I strongly believe that William Samoei Ruto has very poor advisors. Very poor, very clueless. Because if it were Moi Kibaki would have talked about it. If it was somebody like Raila Amolo Odinga, he could have talked about it also. And I remember even Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta would talk about so many things. Even when the teachers were striking, you would see akina Soshoni na wengine, huyu mwingine alikuwa anaitwa nani? Zito Adogwa. Wakienda Ikulu, Uhuru alikuwa anawaita Ikulu, wajaribu kuzungumzia swala fulani. Lakini hata kama wakati mwingine wanashindwa kuelewana, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta againua mikono na sema nimeshindwa. Unajua ni heri kujaribu kuliko sasa kuwa pale unanyamaza, you are not providing direction. So the advisors are the ones who are telling him keep quiet, rais, nyamazia hii mambo, watu watachoka, wataenda nyumbani, watarudi kazini tu, kisha ukate mishahara wao mwezi mmoja, mwezi mbili, and just talk about the affordable housing, divert their attention that way, because they don't think William Samoei Ruto should have even left the country when we have a crisis. I don't believe that William Samoei Ruto should have left to go to Ghana when people are dying on the roads. Yes, kuna wengine watasema hakuna CSs nini, but all said and done, the buck stops with William Samoei Ruto. The other one, I think this government lacks strategy. Hawana mikakati, hawana mbinu ya kukabiliana mambo fulani. And when somebody is clueless, because all said and done, statecraft is very complex. It is a very complicated art. The art of leadership si mchezo. Kwamba unajua unasema tu ni kweli yako na mambo mengi, but what is this that should actually overshadow crises that are hitting or affecting Kenyans? Kwa sababu sasa watu wakifa katika ajali, wakifa katika kukosa ukosefu wa dawa, ukosefu wa madaktari, sasa who will be the subjects to be read by this government? So hii mambo ya kusema ni uchaguzi wa UDA, sijui uchaguzi wa nini, hauna maana. Kile ambacho kiko na maana ni masuala ambayo yanamwathiri mwananchi wa kawaida, mimi na wewe. Mimi ni wenu Gachis Kamani, the tallest man in Black Africa. Just one thing, please like this video, leave a comment, share this video, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.